What's up, readers? I'm author Timmy, and today we are reading The Poisonous Woods by me, author Timmy, the sequel to the first ever book that I made, Billy the Dragon. Now, if you haven't seen this video, I'll put somewhere for you to watch it, a link at least in the description, to watch this video first and then come back for The Poisonous Woods. Now, I'm not gonna start until you hit the like button. Before we start, I have a spooky fact. I found out that 80% of you are not subscribed. Well, I'm almost to 1,000 subscribers, and I'm gonna do a big subscriber giveaway, but only for my first 1,000 subscribers. The winner is going to get a Kindle Fire with all my books preloaded onto it. But you can only win if you're subscribed, so make sure that you are subscribed. Let's go! In the country of dragons, there's a field you should fear. Right next to some woods you should never go near. The three boys were playing softball on the green when out jumped a creature they'd all never seen. It ran for the ball that flew to the trees. Oh no! Come back! Cried Jeff, Jim, and Steve. But it ran in the woods where it couldn't be seen. He's done for, Jim said with his head in his hand. Let's get him, you goon, came Stevie's command. But haven't you heard, said Jeffrey in fear, of the stories of people who've wandered in here? Some have been eaten. Some have been smoothed. Some have been ground up and turned into muth. The dogs stumbled out while the three were debating, right next to a picnic where Zoe was playing. Steve missed that and figured he still needed saving. They're not very bright, if you get what I'm saying. There's no time to dawdle, no time to discuss. Let's get him before something gets him or us. Let's keep our eyes open. We can't even blink, yelled Steve as Jim stepped into poop that was pink. Ew. Can we close our noses? Do you smell that stink? No! We can't close our noses, or we won't even smell. We won't get the warning. We won't get the tell that the stinkable, horrible, big bad breath beast out searching for something to brush his gross teeth will snatch you right up. Use your head as the brush. And in case that isn't awful enough, he'll swish you around in his stinky, gross mouth. And after he's finished, patooey, he spits you back out. Okay, we've heard stories. Okay, they're not good. We don't know what's in here that wants us for food. But we're getting our friend, because we know that we should. Look at how brave Steve is. Jeffrey and Jim both replied, understood. Then, just as they got back the courage they had, I'm scared. I'm sad. I peed. This was bad. Just as the three were all freaking out, Steve noticed the ball. He must be around. It looked like the ball, but it was an imposter. This ball that Steve found was just the large nostril of a grayish-brown, scary, mean crocodile monster. Ah! Chomp! Ouch! Your fingers, they're crooked, they're crinkled. Another Steve saw was an egg that broke open. Millions of spiders now were awoken. Oh no! Have you ever had spiders crawl up your nose? Or go in your mouth? Or under your clothes? Or tickle your armpits? Or live in your hair? For Jeff, Jim, and Steve, they went everywhere. Oh no, look at Steve. He's completely covered in spider webs. And so they abandoned the ball hunting plan to ask for directions as much as they can. They yelled to a rhino that they tried to get near. It had 32 noses and a large bumpy rear, but it didn't have ears, so it couldn't hear. Hey! Hey, over here! Here's a plant that they could ask for directions from. The Stinkus flatulus? That's the name of the plant. He didn't help either. They crawled through some bushes with big, itchy leaves, right into a patch of the prickliest weeds, and then a long pit of wet, goopy clay, to a huge swarm of bees that chased them away. Ah! Covered in bumps, purple bruises, and smells, and surrounded by oak trees as big as hotels. We're now very lost, they said to themselves. Before they could think, before they could act, from every side, the roaring came back. While it roared even louder than last time they heard it, Jim noticed a weird thing. And when he reached for it, the three were yanked violently into the forest. Back at the picnic, where Zoe was playing, the little dog creature came up to her waving. He dropped off the ball, and she held up a treat. He seemed to like that, so she gave him a seat. I'll call you Cookie. You like them a lot. Have you seen my brother? He was right there, I thought. He was told not to leave me. I guess he forgot. Will you help me get him? He gave her a nod. Zoe now started her trek through the trees. With Cookie beside her, she followed the three, whose footprints were clearly laid out all around, but froze in front of a weird thing she found. A big metal door right next to a tree. Was it open? They shrugged. Let's try it and see. Zoe crept carefully down all the stairs. There were beakers and burners and tubes everywhere. Gauges and gadgets, contraptions, TVs, large microscopes at precise set degrees. Uh-oh, who's that? Who are you, young lady? She took Cookie. You really should not have gone through the trouble to, bring back my dog. Do you think that's really her dog? Now, before you go, here's a snack for the road. Uh-oh, look at Cookie's face. I don't know her. Cookie's face showed. Uh-oh, what is Zoe gonna do? Does she have a plan? Secretly grabbing the key from the rack, she yelled, "In a sec, I'll be back for that snack." And she left? Where is she gonna go? The end? To be continued? Uh-oh, that can't be the end. Don't worry, I've got the sequel to this book on its way. It's gonna be called Zoe to the Rescue. So stay tuned for the sequel. I hope you liked it. That was The Poisonous Wood by me, Timmy Bauer. If you liked it, hit the like button, please. And check to make sure you're subscribed so that you can win my big 1,000 subscriber giveaway. And I'll see you in the next one. What's up, readers? I'm author Timmy, and today we are reading Great.